What's good, basketball fans? This your boy JP, and before we get into today's video, make sure you subscribe to ItzJustJP for more content and more stories. I appreciate the love and support that you have given to this channel. And today's story will be centered around Michael Jordan. And this happened in the 95-96 NBA season when the Chicago Bulls went up against the Vancouver Grizzlies. And there was a backstory to before getting into that game, and I hope y'all really enjoy that. This is a Michael Jordan trash talk story that, like, one of the lessons that people need to learn is you do not trash talk Michael Jordan because it's going to be embarrassing for you and you probably ain't going to win the fight, unfortunately. So, but I hope y'all really do enjoy the story. We got Darrick Martin, Antonio Harvey, and Byron Scott telling the story of Michael Jordan putting up a hell of a performance in Vancouver. So enjoy the story, everybody.
They talk about your moment with Mike. Give us the backstory, my friend.
So here's the backstory.
Yes.
So the summer before that year.
1995.
Yes. Michael is doing Space Jams.
That's right, Space Jam.
So he has a court built down for him on the lot.
And we played pickup games. And it was like an NBA All-Star game. And everybody was going to 7. Only one court, tons of players all over the place. And then you had like A-list celebrities in there on the front row watching us play.
He's got every overseas guy playing and everything. So he's like, this is not challenging to me. He calls Magic Johnson. Says, hey, you got any guys that play at UCLA? I hear about the UCLA legendary runs. Can you send some of these guys down here? So Magic calls me and says, hey, little fella, can you take a couple guys down there?
Magic called you.
Yeah.
And said, little fella.
Little fella. Can you take a couple guys down there and play against Mike? I said, all right, cool, no problem. So we go down there and play. We walk in. We're waiting our turn. Finally, it's our turn. We come on. It's 6-6, going to 7. I come down on the break on the wing and go what we call a hands-up move, like I'm going to shoot the shot. Michael jumps up. I go by and lay it up for a game. I commence to talking the best trash ever against him. I said,
you faked the GOAT.
Yes. Michael, you get out of my town. This is my town.
Wow.
You're not even the real MJ. My man, Magic Johnson, is the MJ. I'm just going.
Wow, you shot your shot in so many ways.
I'm going so hard that Chris Mills, 6'8", picks me up and my feet are dangling. And I'm trying to put my
little fella.
Yeah, hand over my mouth, and he says, Darrick, stop. And I'm like, no, I'm just going in. 2 games later, he comes back on, and their team beat us. So he's following me around the gym now.
He's telling you, this is all in what you would call like the Space Jam pickup game.
Pickup game.
Okay.
Exactly.
Before the season.
Before the season. So now we fast forward to the season.
Right.
We're playing. They're on the tail end of a 13-day road trip, last game in Vancouver. Usually that game is the toughest game. You're just trying to get back home.
Long travel and long trip.
It is.
We're up by, I think, 8 points, and he goes in for a layup. I block his shot. I think I apologized, like, almost immediately. Like, I blocked his shot, and I was like, hey, my bad. Sorry. I didn't know it was you. I'm tripping.
So I go by, make a layup, get an N1, get fouled. We go up 9 with about 3 minutes to go. And I tell him, I walk by the bench, I said, told you we're going to whoop your ass tonight.
And one of my teammates, Darrick Martin, had been in LA with Mike when he was filming Space Jams. It was the summer before, it was the summer after he filmed Space Jams.
Okay.
Mike is 4 for 16 from the field. He's having a really rough night.
Right.
So he decides to say to Michael Jordan, who's having an off night, hey, Mike, shit's not falling tonight, Mike. You're having an off night, Mike.
Phil Jackson looks down the bench, like, what do you want to do? So Michael ties his shoe up.
And he's not in the game at this point.
No, not in the game. He has his shoes untied.
Is this the third quarter when this happens?
No, this is fourth quarter.
This is the fourth quarter. You make this move. You guys are up.
3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. I'm for sure we're going to win.
Yeah. Like, you can't. Yes. You had the bucket.
Yeah.
You're up. You can't blow this. They don't need the game. This is the year where they win 72 games.
Right. We're not losing this one tonight. We're going to take this one home. Ties his shoes up, takes his towel off, walks in, and says, little man, I told you about talking trash to me. I said, man, we up 9 with 3 minutes to go. You're not beating me tonight.
Really? 24 points in the last 10 minutes
to beat us. And if you watch the video,
his last jump shot, this is no lie, catches the ball in the post. He does the typical Jordan fadeaway. He's fading towards our bench. He knocks down the shot. They go up by 6. He turns to the bench.
He's looking for me on the bench. He's like, I told you about talking trash to me.
Shut up, you little bitch. True story.
I say that.
Wow.
And it was a cool moment for me. Most people don't understand. With Michael, with Magic that I've talked trash to, it's about a learning experience for me. Because I was playing on different teams that maybe weren't particularly good at that particular time. So I wanted to see the greatest perform at the greatest level. And for me to see that, I kind of had to poke the bear that night, and he showed me truly what greatness meant. And so that was a learning lesson for me.
We go in the locker room after the game. Like, right, Mike has killed us.
Right.
Byron Scott was assigned to guard Michael Jordan and had been doing a great job.
I enjoy guarding Mike because he was, you know, the one thing I did with Mike is I never got him pissed off. You know, he make a shot, you say, good shot, Mike. You know, you don't talk trash to him so he can go off for 60. You know, you try to kill him with kindness. You don't try to talk trash to him. So.
And then Mike lit him up for 24 points in the last 10 minutes of the game. He comes in the locker room. He's on fire. He walks up to Darrick Martin and says, listen, don't you ever talk to the guy I'm guarding. You talk to your guy. Don't you talk. Oh, we had to break. It was almost a fight in the locker room. And Byron Scott's a fourth degree black belt.
You got to get Nate to get in there with the gloves, man. Just let him do their thing.
Oh, shit, I got out the way. By all means.
What a great story. I mean, Darrick Martin, I mean, it's interesting with his mindset saying that he wanted to trash talk Jordan just so he can learn about how the great players perform great in games. So it was very interesting to hear his mindset about it. Just seeing, you know, just hearing the frustration of Byron Scott from Antonio Harvey's side, just like he is the guy that's guarding Michael Jordan, and nobody should not say nothing to Michael. You do not want to piss him off. You just play it nice. That's what you're supposed to do. Dan Marley said it too. It's like, yeah, he just had to talk nice to Michael so that he doesn't go off for 50, 60 points. If you give him a nice, like, 25, 30 points. So that was hilarious. And what a great story. And a great backstory about the Space Jam ones too as well. So yeah, I hope y'all really do enjoy the story. There's going to be more stories to come. If you definitely like this story, like this video, make sure you leave a like and definitely comment down below and tell me your thoughts. Make sure you subscribe to ItzJustJP for more content and more stories. Like I said, more stories and content to come. I'm JP, and we'll see you in the next video.